Hello, welcome to the Season 4 NRSL Outback Series, race number 13 here at Armory Digital Super Speedway. We are here for our 13th race of the season, and I believe this is I think this is our first night race of the season. I believe this is. If I'm checking back. Yes, it is. This is the first night. Or actually, second. My apologies, because of Riki. So, first after, yeah. This is our second night race. Last one was race number 8 at Riki. Excuse me, race 7 at Riki. My apologies there. So, be interesting there. See what will happen. Ash Curtis is on the pole, followed by Ty Knott in second. Third, James Qualls. Fourth, Jeff James. Fifth, Johnny Gardner. Sixth, Austin Mongold. Seventh, Clay Rogers. Eighth, Steve Pollard. Ninth is Benjamin Miles. Completing the top 10 is Jessica Shelton. And our hometown hero for this track is Kate Skirvin. But here's the rest of your starting lineup for tonight's race here at Armory Digital. And on the final row, we have Chris Liviere and Austin Weiner. Trouble spot for this race is going to probably be turn number 1 for this track. This is where I've noticed when we've had testing runs for both this and the Cup. Turn 1's been the key issue, and a little bit of the front stretch is as well. We're going to go off this side to show you what the track looks like for those who've never seen this track before. The start-finish line is right here where the arrow is at on my screen. And then they go through the turn right there, and then this is a little mini straight. Then they turn right here. They are currently right around here on this back part of the backstretch. And they go through turn 3, through this bridge, turn 4, and then they take a little bank right there as they just gave the command. And then a little bit of a long straightaway to that start-finish line right there, but that's what a lap will look like. It's a 2.6 mile oval. So it'll be very interesting what will happen as far as how the racing will go. And there are the drivers here. And the funny thing I've noticed with these cars, the NWS 13 mod and all that, is that these cars, they have a high tendency to be in a brake check. I don't know why they do this, but it's a high tendency that they do that. So basically, if you're one of the guys that's fallen off the pace, or like drivers that were held up from the wreck, they got to make sure that they don't get into a stack up from some of the drivers that were in the rear of the main pack. So, yeah. I don't know why they do that, though. It's just, I can never figure it out. I guess it's just, a tendency and all that. The angles for this track, by the way, are amazing as well. Pace car dives down the pit road. 29 laps we're going to have here at Armory Digital. Fans are on their feet. We're experiencing the debut of this amazing track. And here we go. This is going to be quite an exciting race. NBC Sports Ticker yet again. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway here at Armory Digital Super Speedway Park. And we're green. Ash Curtis is going to lead them down. Funny thing about Ash is he is doing better than DJ. I don't know why, but Ash Curtis has just had a much better run than DJ Curtis has in the 33. DJ, if you've noticed from where the qualifying efforts is, he's starting toward the back, and best thing he could ever do right now is stay on the outside, fall back, and work his way up to the front. There's Skirvin, the 24, and she is our hometown here for this track. Is in Seattle, Washington. As I don't know if you noticed that from the thing, but yep, Skirvin, who is from Washington herself. This is her hometown track. And another thing too is oh, they just wrecked right there. Here we go. Onto the front stretch indeed. Oh, Seth Cole just pounded the wall. Collar just went around. One car's in the grass. And Floor just went around from Henry Sanford, and that car is smoking. Matt Dalio. Keith Batson looks like he may have been involved. DJ Curtis. There's Floor, Chris Washer, Joshua Collard. I saw him go around. Caleb Paris. Benjamin Miles is your leader. You gotta keep an eye on these guys. Clay Rogers, James Qualls, Brody Talley, Angel Navarro with damage. So always see him get involved. These guys got to slow her down. Oh, they got to really slow down, slow down, slow down. Brake check it, please. Mason Powers, after a good Cup win that he had at Talladega. The Cup Series race, Angel Navarro is going to be with us for a co-commentary, so that'll be fun. And looks like we're not going to have any stack-ups for this part. That's at least a good thing. Keith Batson is, I don't think he's smoking, but his car is damaged. And, caution's out, Miles is the leader. Let's look at what happened. Zachary Chambers is also down below the apron. Well, it's safe to say 5 wide does not work at this track. They were going 4 wide. They were making it work. 5 wide, no, not a good idea. It kind of reminds of the racing of Talladega, where you can go 4 wide, and if they go 5, it just really doesn't go well. Right there, there's some contact right there. Navarro goes into the 54 of Jeff James. 79 Steve Pollard. Pollard the third, and Washer slide in the grass. There's Collard, Seth Cole, Ramian Fisher, Outback winner at Dega. And Rogers goes around. James Qualls, that's Henry Sanford tying on the outside pole center. Lord, Medalio, there's Seth that pounded the wall that we saw that. There's Batson, that's where he got his damage. Navarro, Paris, McIntyre, Brody Talley, Mason Powers, DJ Curtis, Greg Jones had to hit the brake to stop the car, literally. Oh, and there's a wreck up there that's floored. Let's go take a look at the 3, West Coast Chevrolet, and see what happened with him. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, there's Collard. Oh, he just tried to get by the 01, and unfortunately him and Dalio, they were just right there and nowhere to go. And Washer and Pollard the third, they ended up sliding in the grass, so no harm, no foul there. And then Plord comes right back up on track, gets into Henry Sanford. That's a tough break for Henry. He was just instantly getting involved right there, and Weiner got very lucky out of that. I believe Washer, yeah. I figured, okay. So, caution's out, let's get back to green. Pace car's giving us the 1 lap to go. Drivers on the race after that instant include the following: Joshua Collard, Preston Plord, Matt Dalio, and Keith Batson. They're all the race. And surprising enough for Batson is that he had very little damage on that car, but it was enough for him to retire out of the race. The NR logic is striking back, just like what happened to Nick Smith last season. Benjamin Miles is the current leader. Second is Austin Talley. Third, Johnny Gardner. Fourth, Kyle Matthews. Fifth, Ash Kerr. Sixth, Nathan Hudson. Seventh, Sean Galligan. Eighth, Justin Topass. Ninth, Momo Kari. And completing top 10 is Charles Jackson as the pace car went down the pit road. Top 20 is Ramian Fisher, Devin Becker, Kate Skirvin, Chris Levier, Austin Mongol, Austin Weiner, Jessica Shelton, Jordan Culp, Alan Cavagnaro, and Cody Lamas. Zachary Chambers, who was up in the field in the front, who made a pit stop, he is... There he is. He is in the 26th position. We don't know why the Advocare Ford went down the pit road, but something had happened, though. But green flag is back out. Johnny Gardner trying to take the second spot from Austin Talley. And Kyle Matthews in the 4th position trying to go around Talley. He's going to do that. Speaking of Gardner, now he's trying to go for the lead. Miles, our winner at Mossport. The only series in the NRSL he's running in currently at the moment. Same goes for Kate Skirvin in the 24, Momo Akari in the 42, and Kyle Matthews in the 85, and surprisingly enough, Charles Jackson the 4. He missed the Cup signups, but I'll tell you one thing though, he's showing He's showing in the Outback what he needs to do. And he just missed leading that lap. Kyle Matthews is going to lead it. Now Jackson. Now Momo Akari to the lead. There's, like we mentioned, about Akari and Skirvin. Few Outback Series drivers that aren't in the Cup. Same goes for Levi McIntyre's in the back of that pack right there. Chris Levier, who's in both. Levier driving the 14 in this series, and then he's driving the 98 Dogecoin in the Cup. He's having a really good run in the Cup Series, but as far as Outback, he really hasn't been making some strides. But I think he'll change soon. Give him time, he'll probably get that success. There's Cody in the 22. Another one of those drivers who's in both Outback and Cup, as well as Jessica Shelton in the 9. Her and Lamas trying to get something well. But if you remember back all the way to Atlanta for the Cup Series, Lamas was behind, Shelton had the win, and Powers ended up stealing that win. And look at that, Mason Powers in that 25. He is working his way up. And I'll tell you something, Powers in the Cup Series has really made some good attention to the other drivers, that he is a threat for the championship already with his 3 wins in the Cup. He only has 1 win in the Outback Series, so a total of 4 wins altogether in his rookie season for both Outback and Universal Orlando, 4 altogether. Quinn Spillman is the other driver who is to catch up for the all-time wins list. He currently has 5, with 4 Cup wins last season and 1 this season. Shelton now going for the lead, and she will hold on to the lead. Weiner's gonna try to take the 2nd spot away from Mongold and Powers, bringing along Devin Becker and Joseph Ernesto. Comes Greg Jones in the 11 as well, looking for a good run. Greg Jones now a double-duty driver, was only an Outback Series driver, now a Cup Series driver. Ironic enough, Weiner only an Outback Series driver, and then right behind Weiner are Becker and Ernesto. Those are, and same with Austin Talia, those guys are all double-duty. So it'll be interesting to see what they'll do when the Cup Series is also here at this track. Oh, they're going 5 wide. We know what happens when 5 wide comes. That doesn't go well. Oh, Galligan, get out of there, dude. Oh, and he is gonna get out of that situation. That was a close call right there. Shelton going from the high line to the low line to the lead. Look at her go from 5 lanes down, I believe it was, or 4. And McIntyre's hit the wall. As well as one other driver. I think that was the 22 of Lamas, and indeed that was. First car off the pace is Brody Talley in the 7. Oh, actually, Momo Akari was the other one who hit the wall. 42 hit it, and Akari is behind. This track normally doesn't have that much of an issue for slapping the wall, but it does happen, though. Greg Jones in the 11. Got Alan Cavagnaro in the 44, our Daytona winner this season in the series. Cavagnaro, ever since winning at Daytona, really hasn't had that much success. Been involved in so many wrecks, so this is a good run for Cavagnaro. He really needs a good run. But look at them going. Oh, another 5 wide. Oh, come on, guys. And, man, Galligan is getting really put in that situation so much. He needs to get out of that. Oh, and Skirvin blew up. Kate Skirvin, our hometown hero, just blew an engine. Oh, tough break for her. She was running in top 10 in points and was up in the front of the pack. Unfortunately, he's going to blow an engine. There's Ramian Fisher trying to go back-to-back. Ironic enough, got a tiny bit of damage from that incident. He is up in the lead right now. Johnny Gardner to 2nd, now trying to take the lead away. Bringing along Powers and Nathan Hudson, and Hudson really getting a good run right now in that Shore Lodge Chevrolet. Benjamin Miles, who restarted as the leader, now trying to retake that lead. Are we approaching a slow car? Seth Cole's on the backstretch. Caleb Harris is on 3. These guys are on the front stretch, Naughton and Navarro. Qualls is on 1, and then you got Pollard, Jeff James, Chris Washer, surprisingly, that far back. Clay Rogers, and then you got the guys who are just in the tail end of the field. Zachary Chambers, DJ Curtis, Stephen Pollard III, Justin Talapas, Momo Kari, Henry Sanford. Oh, Ash Curtis is this far back as well. He doesn't have damage. Brody Talley is also back here as well. Levi McIntyre fell off the draft a little bit. Oh, car in the apron. That's Jackson. He's going to keep it going, though. McIntyre, I think, hit the wall, and same for Ernesto and Jackson. I think that was probably the case. And ever since that 5 wide deal is there, they settled it out. Now Jordan Culp's going to go for the lead over Nathan Hudson and the Shore Lodge Chevrolet. The good thing for Hudson, he can probably stay in that 31's draft, and, well, as soon as I say that, he's going to get moved to the high line. Not the best idea for the 2, because here comes Chris Louvier in the 14. Actually, Hudson got the advantage from the middle line. And wow, good run by that too, but Culp is going to hold on to that lead. Now here comes Austin Talley in the 5, Lowe's Chevrolet, with help of Greg Jones in the 11, Jessica Shelton in the 9, and there's Skirvin. She made it to pit road. I guess she couldn't make it that far and had to teleport to pit road. And lap 13 of the books, now we're on lap 14:29. And this is amazing, though. They have gone 4 wide, been smart enough not to go back to 5 wide. Drivers are being very, very smart here to not, like, cause enough for a wreck. 4 wide per second. They're approaching Seth Cole in the 62. Oh, how's this be? Austin Talley in the low line's going to make it through, but the high line's going to get held up. And that 62, oh, he's in a very bad spot. Oh, man, that high line is really getting held up. And the worst person who's getting held up out of all that is Chris Louvier in a very bad spot. Now he's going to get by. Jordan Culp's going to get held up. Miles just gets on by. And now they're going to separate from the 62. And this allowed Ash Curtis to catch up, as well as Akari, Brody Talley, and Justin Talapass, as well as Henry Sanford and Stephen Pollard III. They're going to get around Seth Cole with ease because they're not in a pack formation. They're single file, which is actually very smart by those drivers. Steve Pollard III will be the last one that's going to be finishing up there. DJ Curtis is having some trouble. Same for Zachary Chambers. I don't know what is up with those guys. And Curtis just got held up a little bit. And look at this. They caught up to Jordan Culp and Benjamin Miles. And they're slowly trying to catch up into this pack to make it a bigger pack yet again. They're catching up onto another slow car. That's Caleb Paris in the 89. Who's going to lead this lap? Oh my, it's going to be, I think that was Austin Talley barely by a splitter. And indeed that was the case. And the laps are winding down. We've only had 1 caution. We may have 2 though if they're going to approach Paris like this. And Mongold's going to be held up. And now the second line's going to get held up on the outside. Oh, man, now Paris is being a nuisance. Holding up Lamas, Becker, and others. And now this is helping some of the drivers who are behind to really catch up now. If I were Caleb Paris, I'd move to the very high line just to get out of the way. Because, man, he is holding up drivers like Becker, Lamas, and Miles, Onesto, Culp. Look at Brody Talley's back up into the pack. Henry Sanders back up into the pack. And now they're going to separate from the 89. Oh, contact between Lamas and Paris. I think Lamas was just given a little unappreciation right there. And Pollard III's now going to catch up to this pack as well. I still don't know what is up with Zachary Chambers and DJ Curtis. They weren't involved. I know Chambers was not involved from that first caution. And he's all the way back there from after that pit stop, too. That's a tough break for Chambers. And now they're approaching up on 2 more cars that are approaching the front stretch. That's Ty Naughton and Angel Navarro, but they're not too far back. So I'd say wait on the catching up deal. But now Kyle Matthews is going to get the lead from Charles Jackson. They come on 4. Heading into the front stretch right here. This track is very beautiful. And who was it that made this? It was, I think it was Sinon that made it? Oh, Mystical. Mystical. My apologies. I couldn't remember the name. I knew it was like a spacey type of name. But Charles Jackson looking for his first Outback win of the season. It's like Jackson really needs this run very well. He hasn't had the best of luck this season. And same for other drivers that was here, like Kyle Matthews, Jessica Shelton, who else? Sean Galligan, Alan Cavagnaro, Justin Talapass. They really need good runs. And Devin Becker, you can also say as well. He hasn't had very good luck whatsoever as well. If you want to count another driver, maybe Levi McIntyre as well. He really needs a good run as well. And they're going for nearly 5 wide. And Akari's going to think better of it not to go 5 wide. Oh, and they nearly had it for a split second, but they easily get out of that situation. Now Louviere's going to try to take the lead. Look at this, though. They are approaching Naughton and Navarro ever so slightly. Oh, my goodness me. 5 wide. Oh, and Fisher is pushing Shelton, shoving the 9. And, oh, man, this is bad. This is... I think that was a good move by Fisher. Did not want to cause that wreck, so he just shoved the 9, saying, here you go. Let's get out of that situation. Great call. Shelton, though, to the lead. And is going to lead this lap at the stripe. Undoubtedly. Louvier barely got second at the line. There they are. They are on the backstretch. These guys are in 1. They are going to approach him. And now Shelton under fire from Momo Akari and Chris Louvier. And now Alan Cavagnaro trying to get the lead with help of Johnny Gardner. And man, just these guys are racing incredibly fast. But they're getting a little too risky at points. They got to be very careful. The smartest they're doing right now is going 4x4. Look at how many rows they are doing this. That's probably about 6 rows deep that they're going 4x4. That is just unbelievable. Or as like Kyle Petty would say, that's incredible. No joke to steal there. Joseph Ernesto and Brody Talley, they're trying to catch up into the pack. They're like at the tail end of the pack. And Brody Talley's the one with a little bit of damage too. Ernesto really does not have damage. Well, then again, he got spun out from that time. Henry Sanford Pollard III fell back. I don't know why. Look it through. They are approaching Naughton and Navarro so slightly. Colp's got the lead. Here comes Devin Becker. And look at through our camera angles, our spectacular angles. Here's a spectator mode. Austin Talley trying to get around the 22 for the 2nd position. This track is beautiful. Devin Becker, the 20. He's going a lap. As I apologize for the yawn there. But look at them go. 4x4x4. Nearly going 5 wide. That would be very dangerous there. But now Austin Talley's going to get the lead. And look at they're on turn 3. They're also approaching James Qualls, and the 70-70 of Qualls is actually a little slower than Naughton and Navarro. And Naughton and Navarro are the ones that are way off the pace. Actually, those two look like they're damage-free. That's the problem. Qualls has got damage. They're also approaching Seth Cole again. Navarro and Naughton gotta hope for a caution, like, now. But it does not look good. 4x4 behind the leader, Austin Talley. Levi McIntyre to the lead. And we got less than 10 laps to go. So any lap traffic that comes into play is not going to be on the bottom line. 7 laps to go. At the line will be 6. McIntyre. Now Momo Akari. You can see them approaching those 4 cars. Seth Cole, they're going to approach first. Then they'll probably approach Nunn. Then Navarro. And then they'll approach Qualls. They're definitely going to catch the Seth Cole. They are definitely going to catch that 62. Look at Ernesto back in the pack. Up to 2nd is the Dodge Challenger. Now going for the lead. Kyle Matthews is going to make it 3 wide, though. As it's lagging a little bit. I apologize there. As I have no idea why it is lagging still at the moment. But we may take a quick commercial break. Oh, there they are to Seth Cole. And again, they approach the 62. This time, Shelton's going to get held up. And now the lag is, like, semi there. And here they are. They're also approaching Qualls, Navarro, and another driver they're also approaching. Oh! I think I saw the 23 go around. I think that was... And the caution is out. I saw the yellow bar. Who is leading right now? We're saying Austin Mongold and James Qualls got very lucky, as well as Ty Nunn and Angel Navarro. Those two got very lucky. Mongold is the leader. We're going to take a look at our caution so the lag can end right now. Well, they were dealing with that 62 right there. Right there, you're going to see Onesimus Miles make contact going to a Momo car. But look how long they're doing this, though, is what the impressive part is. And then right there, you see Ash Curtis right there, hooks into Ernesto. And then Austin Talley goes around. And obviously, because this was in front of the field, Austin Talley's spin right there, that was enough to pull the caution. If Talley had that car a lot more to the right, we could have saved it. We could have been green still. But unfortunately, Talley could not do it, and there you see the yellow light is going up, as well as you can see on the track as well, so that's another neat thing about this track. And then look at this here. They are approaching Qualls, Nunn, and Navarro. Mongol made the pass for the lead, and they got very, very lucky. I can guarantee you, Nunn and Navarro, they were happy that that caution came out, and when they crossed the stripe, knowing that Mongol and Matthews were there behind them. That was a lucky, lucky break. Plus, a good thing, too, is that they're not as damaged enough to pace as Qualls is, but look at this right there. Mongold is, like, right there from them, from at least the Qualls, and then right there crosses the stripe. Too late for them, so Mongold's still going to be a leader, but not going to have, you know, lap traffic and all that. So caution's out. Let's take it back to the green. What a way to debut this track. We're going to have a one-lap show to determine the winner of this race. Drivers out after the following after Skirvin's retirement with a piston issue. Seth Cole is 2 laps down, and Caleb Harris is only 1 lap down. Rest of the drivers. Oh, what just happened? Oh, I apologize. I paused the thing. I don't know why. I was trying to push the up arrow. There we go. So Austin Mongold is the leader. 2nd is Kyle Matthews. 3rd is Ramian Fisher. 4th is Justin Talonpass. 5th is Chris Levier. 6th is Alan Cavagnaro. 7th is Brody Talley. 8th, Greg Jones. 9th, Jordan Culp. And completing top 10 is Jessica Shelton. 11th is Sean Galligan, 12th Nathan Hudson, 13th Johnny Gardner, 14th Charles Jackson, 15th Devin Becker, 16th Mason Powers, 17th Seth Cole. Or actually, Seth Cole is a lap down right there, as you can see, or 2 laps down rather. 17th is Austin Weiner, 18th Mo Makari, 19th Benjamin Mouse, completing top 20 is Ash Curtis. So it'll be interesting for that top 20 matter, but it looks like drivers in front of Seth Cole have the best shot to win, but more likely because of a 1-lap shootout, you may look at the top 5 with the best chance. Green flag is out, and the white flag as well. Here we go. 1-lap shootout. Kyle Matthews going to get the lead. Fisher's chance, I think, of going back-to-back, or safe to say to be over. I mentioned top 5. I don't know. How about Sean Galligan, that 55? Not only cracked the top 10, he may crack the top 5 if he can keep this up. Matthews, though, with the lead, trying to get his first Outback win. Chris Louvier, the 14's coming. Greg Jones as well, and Sean Galligan. That 55 car who started in 11th. Gonna go 4 wide for position, number 4. Look at Galligan, though. Galligan is coming in that 55. Up to 2nd. Louvier trying to hang on. Off turn 4. Here we go. To the stripe. Remember, it's not here. It's a little bit after the tri-oval. Who's going to win it? At the stripe, it's going to be Chris Louvier at the line. Chris Louvier, his first Outback victory of his career. And his first NRSL win as well. How about that for the Reynolds Wrap Toyota Camry? That is a huge, huge win. Top 10 was Louvier, Matthews, Mongold, Galligan. You got to give credit to him. He started 11th and ended up in 4th place. Jones 5th, Fisher 6th, Culp 7th, Brody Talley 8th, 9th, Talonpass. Completing the top 10 was Devin Becker. How about Brody Talley? He fell back from the pack at a point. Caught back up. Give Brody credit. So, here's the rest of the field. As Ramian Fisher nearly just turned someone there. There's the rest of the field. Nathan Hudson, Jessica Shelton, Alan Cavagnaro, Charles Jackson, Johnny Gardner, Austin Weiner, Mason Powers, Ash Curtis, Benjamin Miles, Momo Carr, your top 20. Cody Lamas, Levi McIntyre, Steve Pollard III, Justin Nesto, DJ Curse, Austin Talley, Henry Sanford, Jeff James, Zachary Chambers, Chris Washer, Clay Rogers, Steve Pollard, Angel Navarro, Ty Naughton, James Qualls, all in the lead lap in 35th. And the last 2 cars to finish in the race were Paris and Seth Cole, both a lap down or 2. And then the drivers of the race from total, Skirvin, Batson, Dalio, Plord, and Collard. Thank you guys for watching this race. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, comment your thoughts on this race, subscribe, be a part of the NRSL. Hope you enjoyed Aubrey Digital Super Speedway. What a beautiful track this is. And one last time, congratulations to Chris Oliveira on his victory, his first ever Intersol victory, especially in the Outback. And we will see you guys in the Cup race when we have Ancient Navarro joining us. Till then, goodbye, everybody.